question I feel like I get probably the most about YouTube is when it comes to generating leads. So when it comes to generating leads, YouTube is such a great platform in order to really curate these leads and warm these leads up, both your brand and your product. So obviously you understand how does this work? How does YouTube generate leads for me? Now, obviously you can target your advertising down to very granular details, and you can really hone in on your target audience. And if you're trying to really push your product out and you've got, say, a really great offering for them, then you can really see the benefits of your advertising campaign and see how it's making money back off of what you're putting in. So for generating leads in that sense, it is really good at putting it front of mind for your viewers, and you can really layer, like I say, the targeting, and you can make sure that your content's being delivered, and you can also pause and play your campaign to test how it's working and obviously tweak it. But at the end of the day, as it's a machine learning system, the best practice really is to let the machine sort of work within your budget and just optimize how it's spending the money and how it's working along with your YouTube ads. Furthermore, it's really a great place to sort of warm your audience, like I've said before, and get an better understanding. So putting content out which warms people to understanding what your business is about, what your brand's about, what's your mission, why do you do what you do, why are you so different. All of this can come across really well on video and really well on YouTube. And if within that content you're providing ways for people to check out more or learn more, or go and buy a service or a product that you're offering, then layering that into your content and having an effective content strategy of delivering that will generate you leads, and it can be such a great way to generate leads for your brand.
At S Media, we get asked the question, do YouTube ads work a lot? And there's a number of reasons that I could give you why YouTube ads work, but one of the reasons that I wanted to speak about today is that YouTube influences purchasing decisions and behaviours. So studies have actually shown that YouTube content has a significant impact in customer purchases, and this is for two reasons. So through advertising and also through vlogs and videos of influencers. So if we take the latter and we talk about influencers, everyone knows that influencers are so successful when it comes to brand deals. Brands can sell out of products in minutes or hours just by using an influencer. And this is because people want to wear, or people want to have the products that these influencers are having. People want to be like these influencers, and therefore it affects and impacts their purchasing decisions. So if we then take advertising impacts purchasing decisions because you are able to target the right audience at the right time when they're wanting to buy. So it's more than likely that these audiences have already searched for the product, already have the intent of wanting the product or service that you are advertising. But also, if they are not at the right place of buying, then YouTube advertising is really great for brand awareness. So you're able to get in front of that audience and they're able to learn, and you can educate them about your product or service. And then once they've watched your advert, with YouTube advertising, you're able to remarket to these audiences that have watched 50%, 75% of your ad, and you can remarket to them on other platforms, not just YouTube. So you could remarket to these audiences when they're scrolling through Facebook on an evening. And this is how YouTube is so great at influencing and impacting purchasing decisions and behaviours.
So one reason why YouTube ads are so great is because it's easy to track your ad metrics. And these metrics are really important to evaluate your advertising strategy and see whether these ads are really working. So with Google AdWords, you can track things like views, costs, and budgets. And then if you go into a YouTube account, you can actually look more in depth into the analytics and more about your viewers and who they are and what content they enjoy. Another thing that you can track is your YouTube viewership. So this is how far someone has watched into your advert. So whether they've watched 25% of it, 50% or 75%. And this is really good to see, where people are dropping off and how you can maybe incorporate more interesting aspects in your advert to keep them watching. Now, this is all great to see what your advertising is like, whether it's performing well, and it allows you to change it so you get better results.